Well, good morning. It's Amy Broughton here with Photo Business Tools, and I'm super excited to be here. Today is part 2 of Q&A Day, where yesterday some of our followers put some questions in on email or Facebook, and today is Answer Day. So I'm doing a quick video here to share some of the answers that I got from some of our readers, other photography business owners like yourself that have some things that going on in their business that they might want some advice on. So I'm excited to do that. I get to sport my funky glasses today. I really hate glasses, but I've got a little eye infection going on, so you get the glare off my lenses. Hopefully that's okay with you. And I'm really excited because everyone in my home is gone right now, and I'm eating all the Easter candy. So if you want to join me, Walgreens has Easter candy at 50% off, and the M&M pretzels are to die for. Gotta love those. Okay, so one of our questions yesterday was from one of our VIP subscribers. Her name is Katie. And maybe you have had this problem before or having this problem right now. Her question is that people are coming to her site inquiring about prices, but then not booking. So she wanted some help with that. So Katie, I went to your site and your work is fantastic. I loved what you have up there. I loved your site. However, I didn't see any prices on your site. So I was wondering about that. You mentioned on your email that you're priced at a medium to high level, which is really hard for me to gauge without knowing where you live and your competition and without even seeing your prices. So when people don't put prices on their site, sometimes it can be a good thing and sometimes it's a bad thing. I know for me personally, when I was considering it as I was building my business, I was like, oh gosh, if I don't put my prices on, then I can actually get their information and send them stuff when they inquire. However, you have to realize that if you don't put your prices on, there are going to be your ideal clients coming to your site, and simply because your prices aren't on there and they think you're really good, they might think, oh, she's too good, she's going to be expensive, more expensive than what you are. So you might have your ideal client already coming to your site, but not inquiring at all, simply because they assume your prices are higher than that, or just it's not convenient. Today we're in a very convenient world. Everything is short communication, short answers with texting and iMessaging and everything else. And so you might consider getting your prices up there. Another reason to, even if you just do a ballpark range, say my prices are between 1,000 to 3,000 per package, however you decide to do that, but I think it'll really help your inquiries a little bit there too. Another thing too about not having your prices on your site is if you're not going to do that, you have to have a really thick skin. And you've got to have some extra time. And what I mean by thick skin is you are going to have people inquiring about your prices, but they're not your ideal clients. And so if you have somebody inquire, like maybe in one day you have 5 people inquire, you get really excited, like, okay, I'm going to have some, good things happening in the next couple of days, but then none of them book. Well, they weren't your ideal client. They didn't have the size of wallet to fit your photography packaging. And so you've got to have thick skin and not let it get you down and give you the blues when they're not booking. So you might want to just, again, get your prices out there, even if it's just a roundabout area of like my prices are between here and here, so that you're only fielding calls or fielding emails from people that are possibly your ideal range. And then, of course, I don't know what you're doing with marketing right now either, and whatever you're doing with marketing probably needs to be amped up if you're not having enough bookings. And so we're going to talk about that with some of these other questions that were out there. Okay, next question. How to find the ideal client for you within your price range, which again, yours was medium to high range. Okay, so in order to get those clients, you have to be marketing to those clients with that size of wallet, meaning they have the money for those pictures. The best marketing for photography is always word of mouth and networking. So do whatever you can there first. You always start with your family and friends in that circle, and then move out beyond that circle to their family and their friends, and move out to that circle and move on to their family and their friends. That's always going to be your strongest client, cost you the least amount of money, and those clients will stay with you the longest. So that is what I recommend. Also, take a look back at your last 2 months. What have you been doing to get those clients? Make a list of every client that you've had and ask yourself, where did they come from? Were they a referral from somebody else? Were they a response to an ad I had in the newspaper? Were they somebody who found me on Facebook? And then make a list of where your clients are coming from, and then strengthen those areas. So if you have, 5 people got you off Facebook, well then really strengthen your Facebook efforts. If 5 people were word of mouth from a friend named Susie, then you need to give Susie a big, huge gift basket, thank her, and say, introduce me to your next 5 friends, Susie, because you're my girl. So look at what you're doing. It's already working, but just do more of it. That's one of my recommendations. Another thing, too, is go to the neighborhoods and find those clients. If you're priced in a higher range photography package than a lot of people in your area, where are you advertising? Are you mingling with people that have the type of money to spend where you're at? I know a really successful newborn photographer who moved into an area of town. She personally was not making a lot of money at the time, but she knew she wanted to, and she mastered her craft of photography, meaning she got really good at her images. Then she went to the neighborhoods that she wanted clients in and went to lunch there and found some cute moms and said, hey, I'm a photographer. I'm just building my business. I would love to borrow your kids as models and give you guys a free session. Would you be interested? And then got those ladies started. They, of course, loved her work because, again, she'd mastered her craft. She had some fantastic images. And then the ball started rolling from there. They introduced her to their friends and their friends and their friends. And now she lives in that neighborhood because she has a very successful business and she's charging what she should be charging, which fits that neighborhood, and she's doing very well with her photography business. So there's another idea too. So really, you want to improve your images, improve your customer experience, make sure that they are having a fantastic experience with you, with your marketing, with the way that they're being treated. All of your follow through and follow up is there and in line too. And then just get in front of people as much as you can. And that's the secret. Okay, next question. I currently have a blog, a Facebook, and I'm in the process of teaming up with some local businesses, but I'm wondering if there's something else I can do for marketing, I'm assuming. Well, I would answer you, before you move on and find another avenue of marketing, make sure those marketing avenues that you already have going for you are really, really strong. You cannot drive your car with flat tires. So take a look at your blog. Is it super consistent? Are you sharing your work regularly? Are you doing sneak peeks to draw in your friends the friends of your clients to come and look, and so you're having more followers that way? Are you having added testimonials, which is social proof, to help your marketing? Are you getting personal stories out there? Are you sharing about all of your services so people know, hey, you do in-home consultations, or your pictures are ready to view within 3 days? Those little things that set you apart from the other photographers in your area, you need to be sharing those things on your blog. And just really get that blog strong, consistent, and run it like a smooth oiled machine before you move on to other marketing avenues. Also, what about your Facebook? A lot of photographers are still under 100 likes on their Facebook, and that is not going to bring you business, I'm sorry to say. So if you're under 100 likes, you need to be amping that up big time. You need to be at a couple hundred likes, a couple thousand likes. Really picture yourself in 5 years from now with your photography business, and where you want to be is where you have thousands of likes on your Facebook page and you have a lot of regular followers on your blog and the other social media efforts that you choose to do. So start building a following on your Facebook. Post regularly. Comment on other people's comments. Do some sneak peeks on your Facebook and tag those people so that you're in front of their friends and their friends. Share information on Facebook. Interact with your clients on Facebook. And then, again, look ahead and just realize you want to have that large following eventually to have a super successful business, but it takes consistent baby steps every day now to get you there, which isn't always a favorite answer, but that's a good one. Teaming up with local businesses, that's a great form of marketing. Strengthen that, get that going, get that rolling. So I never want you to stop what you're doing now. I want you to stay doing what you're doing because it's obviously working, but strengthen it, do it better, and then add another thing here and there. Okay? So once you have those strong, then I would consider adding some more marketing. Okay, I have a question from Beth. Beth says, she doesn't understand the Facebook thing. I have a personal account, I have a Facebook page. Should I have both? Should I just have one or the other? Beth, it is really up to you, but I do have both. And the reason I do is because I have a lot of friends on my personal Facebook page who don't follow my photography business page. And that's totally fine with me. However, I still want to keep my work in front of them. And so I keep that page. And it's also my personal area where I might share like about a family trip that we had or everyday going ons. And so it kind of allows me to reach two audiences, my personal friends on my personal page And then I have my business page, which that is a single purpose. It's different than my personal page. My business page is to build a community where people are interested in photography, interested in what I'm sharing, interested in other information I'm sharing. So I do recommend that you have both. It's a little bit of work, and I know you don't quite understand it now, but as you continue to regularly post on one and the other and both of them, you'll see how it can work for you. Another comment that you had, Beth, was that you feel like some of your friends aren't on Facebook as much as they used to be. And I found that too, honestly. Instagram is a huge one now. Pinterest is a huge one now. But Facebook is always going to be big, and it is still big, and it still has the ability to link your friends with other friends, with other friends, with other friends, with other friends really quickly and really fast and really easily. And so you are able to reach a lot of people. I mean, you could never go door to door and put flyers on people's doors to get your stuff out as easily as you can just post on Facebook, do some sharings, encourage some likes, do a contest, and have that much more exposure. So I do recommend that Facebook is still a really good opportunity for marketing. You know, like I always say, word of mouth marketing is going to be your strongest marketing, and Facebook is just a fantastic way to support that word of mouth marketing. Okay, now Martha, golly, I'm just eating too many M&Ms and mixing up my words this morning. Martha was asking what to invest in packaging. I think that's a great question, Martha. But for me, it's not so much what you're investing in, but that you are investing in packaging. Packaging is vital. It is so, so important. It makes or breaks your product, your brand, and your business. I know it sounds silly, but it really does. Imagine going to Tiffany's in New York on Saks Fifth Avenue. You go into Tiffany's, you buy, huge diamond piece of young jewelry, something awesome, and then they take it out of their velvet case and they put it into a tiny little plastic bag with a Ziploc and hand it to you. Okay, would you not love that? No, you wouldn't love that. If that's how they did their business, you would not even know who Tiffany's was. Instead, they wrap it up in this gorgeous baby blue Tiffany's package that every girl takes proudly out the door, swings it widely down the sidewalk so everyone in New York City can see, I was shopping at Tiffany's today. Then they leave it on their counter for weeks and weeks at a time until all of their girlfriends have happened in their house to see, I shopped at Tiffany's, here's the bag. And you know what? It's about the packaging. They have fantastic jewelry, no question. But if they didn't have that packaging, it would not build their brand as strong as it has. So what is your packaging? First of all, your packaging has to match everything. So your logo, your brand, people need to start recognizing that. So they could see your logo on a football flyer and know who you are. Your packaging needs to reflect that. So if your logo has red, black, and white, all of your packaging should be red, black, and white. You should have a logo sticker on your packaging. And so everything is very consistent. That's when brand recognition will bring you more business. People see your brand, see your logo consistently over and over in different areas, then you're going to be able to have that brand recognition. So, if you're just a CD photographer, get a really cute CD package. I have this darling metal case that I bought from American Digital that I love. I always put a bow around it, I box my prints, but I also wrap them in white tissue paper, box them, put a cute bow around those. You can order stickers and with your logo on them and put that on the outside of the box. Bigger, and then put them all into a nice big package. A lot of photographers will embellish even more and do flowers and fruit and all kinds of packaging. And I would do that when you're making a lot of money in your business, but if you're just starting out, just start out with some basic packaging. Make sure it all matches, make sure it's consistent, but do what you can afford for now. Don't go over the top because your goal is to make money. So don't spend it all on packaging. However, when you get to that level and you want to proof it out, all the better. More power to you. The more packaging, the more beautiful it is, the more fun it is. It's only going to wow your clients and increase that experience that they're having with you, and they're going to love working with you. So those are just a few of my quick tips of the week, and I love doing this. So if you found that you got some good information, please comment. If you have any other questions, I'd love to interact with you on Facebook or give you any feedback accordingly too, and we'll get this going on a regular basis. Okay, hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.